Stop before you hit the curb.
I forgot that you put it in, you break it.
There's my 15-year-old boy. That's my 400 horsepower twin turbo daily driver, and this is my insurance agent's worst nightmare. Welcome to Off Camber. So unfortunately, it looks like my plan worked. My son's now a car guy, and now I've got to teach him how to drive. It all started because I dragged him out there with my 87 Jetta coupe that I was building way back when. He was probably 6 years old at the time. Had him changing water pumps on it. Then had him measuring stuff on a 58 Bug that I built, so that way we could build the engine. I was teaching him how to find the bearing clearances. I don't think he really knew what we were talking about, but he enjoyed doing the little math and playing with the tools. Then next, it was building the M3. He was out there helping me with the radiator, helping me with the suspension, all the different things.
There's a resistor under here, I know that.
What?
There's a resistor under here.
No, there's not.
Then why does it get bigger right here?
Because it's a butt splice.
Yeah, sure. Can I help? What? Did you break something?
No.
Was it supposed to do that?
Yeah.
What was that green liquid?
Coolant.
Can I drink it?
Yeah, sure. Then the race truck came along. Next thing you know, he's out there voluntarily, handing me wrenches on the Ranger, asking me when I'm going to work on it. When can he cut something out of it? When can he work on this? I never gave him a speech about any of it, or I never forced him to do anything he didn't want to do. I always asked if he wanted to go, never forced him out in the garage. I wanted him to love cars for the same reason I actually love them, because the satisfaction that it gives you when something you wrench on roars to life for the very first time. And anybody out there that's built an engine or put an engine in a car and had it start, you know the feeling. So I let the cars do the talking. The Jetta did the talking first, then the Bug did some talking, the M3 did a little bit more talking, and then the Ranger and the Miata somehow managed to finish this conversation with him. He has spent enough Saturdays watching junk turn into something that moves that it finally caught on with him. This kid started asking me when we were headed to the garage and asking me what he could do, if he could go to the races with me. And honestly, it means way more to me than you know. Way more than I let on to him, that's for sure. And you know, that's a big reason why I actually turn wrenches on cameras. Not for the build. Hell, most of the time, that's filled with bleeding, swearing, and frustration. But it's what the build does to you, and I kind of want to share that with everyone. Seeing something you built work is a feeling that is so hard to describe, it's crazy. You can't describe it. So anyways, with my son, it was time to start learning how to drive, and there's no question how this goes down in my brain. First, we're going to start on the daily driver, which in my house happens to be a twin turbo Ford Explorer because of all the kids and dogs and stuff. Then we'll move on to something that handles a little bit better, so that way you can apply lessons we've learned, and then we're going to teach them how to shift, because everybody needs to know how to drive a manual transmission car. So the first thing I'm teaching them isn't speed at all. That'll come. It's learning how to be smooth with a car. Smooth is going to win every single time. Learning how to drive with momentum, learning how to drive smoothly is going to make you a better driver. A twin turbo will give you the speed when you get there. Smooth is the hard part. You want to keep the weight of the car happy. You don't want to throw inputs at the car that upset it. You want to look where you're going and not where you are or what the next actual turn is. You want to look at where you exit the turns. Now, how does that apply in real life? Well, that means you can see the car in front of you, but you should be looking 3 or 4 ahead. And that's the lesson I'm teaching him now. Look where you're going, not where you actually are right now. And he's getting it, slowly. So what you're doing right now and why it feels rough is that you're feeding it too much wheel, right? The key that you want to do is think about being smooth. Yeah. Smoothness makes everything better when driving a car. So remember to feed it a little bit of wheel. Now a little bit more. Okay, better. Now let go. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I want you to slow down as we come up and make a left turn here, short.
Short right turn? Oh.
It's all right. It's all right. It's... Yes. The turning is getting better. We're working on that. We're working on how to let the wheel unwind itself. The reversing and all the things he says afterwards still scare the shit out of me. But he's checking the mirrors now without me prompting him. He's putting his arm over the seat, looking behind him as he backs out. And teaching him all this stuff forces you to think about all the basics again. You forget how much of this stuff is automatic until you have to explain why you're braking before the corner instead of in it, or why you release the wheel to let the car straighten itself out. It's the same stuff I go on and on about in some of these videos. Turns out, same lesson, only a million times slower, with a kid who actually has to learn it and has no idea how complex of a task driving actually is. Look, he's not a dumb kid. He already knows what's coming. He sees the Miata out in the garage, and he knows that thing's got a third pedal, and he knows how I feel about him knowing how to drive a manual transmission. The Explorer teaches him how to drive, but the Miata is going to teach him how to drive. Same word, but a completely different church. And I've said it on this channel a dozen times. The Miata is a classroom. I just never told you who the student was going to be. Once he's got the basics down on the daily, he graduates to those 3 pedals. And we run this whole thing back with a lot more stalling and a whole lot more swearing, probably from me. He does it well though, and he'll probably see some track time. I want him to get the most out of this that he can. It's honestly pretty satisfying to watch the bad decision gene get pushed down to him. At least I know he won't be able to afford a drug habit. And honestly, that's the most car guy thing a dad gets to do. You don't hand him a spec sheet, you hand him the feeling that you get from driving these things, and you watch him chase it for the rest of his life. And since today's the day for it, I got a quick word for y'all out there. Almost a year ago now, this channel was one guy, me, hoping the audio wasn't garbage. Spoiler alert, the audio was garbage. And I was just sitting there talking into the void hoping somebody heard me. Now, there's a comment section full of regular-ass car guys arguing about what cars are better and posting their own builds from their driveways. You guys did that. I pointed a camera and you guys showed up. My kid is learning to drive on this channel only because you guys made it a place worth filming in. I can't tell you how grateful I am that all of you tune in and watch my addiction unfold. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you for making this all possible. So those cars right there, that's the rest of the summer for this channel. One more trip out to the Ranger, and we're going to go ahead and paint it again and finish it all up. Then we go racing in October with it, and my kid, he's on the crew for it. The Miata's going to get a little bit closer to done, and we're going to take that out to some tracks and make it prove its worth before we send it on its way and start working on our drag truck. And at some point, if you guys are into it, you'll watch a 15-year-old stall a manual 40 times in a parking lot and laugh your asses off about it because you all done it yourselves. I want him in the garage for all of it. Hell, I want you guys here too. Comments are right there. Tell me what cars you guys learned on, and I'll read every single one of them. Want to make the conversation a little bit deeper? Go to the Discord channel. You want to support the channel even more? Check out our merch. Then like, comment, and subscribe. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there today. And if you don't have kids, also lucky you. Happy Father's Day to your dads. So thanks for coming.
We hope you enjoyed your time here. We'll see you next time on Off Camber.